Hey guys, what is going on? We're going to be back here. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. I told you guys I wanted to make game picks and let you guys know my scores and stuff for upcoming games. So this is going to be for the games for week 11. So I think this is probably the day we'll do them. I know it's a little bit early, but I think Tuesday is a good day to do them because we can get the Thursday game in there. We can talk about some of the Sunday games and do my pick. So let's get into it here. So let's go ahead and start right with this Thursday. So in the background, we're just going to have some gameplay of Madden 21 here. So Cardinals Seahawks this Thursday. That's going to get hairy, dude. That is going to get hairy. Whenever they meet up, it's always crazy. And the Cardinals did win that first game against Seattle, which was a bit of a shocker, to be honest. So Seattle lost last week against the Rams. Arizona had that freaking Hail Mary against the Bills, which was gnarly. I heard it was really crazy. So, yeah, I did come on one of the last seconds, though. Yeah, I went to overtime. 37-34, they beat Seattle. So, man, that's a tough one to pick. That was at Arizona as well. This one's going to be at Seattle. I got to roll with Seattle. As much as I want to take Arizona really bad, I just don't see Seattle losing twice. Russ has been a little off lately. He hasn't been bad. He's been turning the ball over a little bit. I feel like Russ is going to play out of his mind in this game against Arizona. Kyler's been playing well. That freaking snag from Hopkins. Bro, there was legit... He was in a triangle, all right? You had two in front of him, one behind, and they jumped. He just freaking mossed everybody. That was insane. It was a wild play to watch when Kyler was rolling out left, just bombed it, dude. It was wild. That's a game, dude, right there. That's a freaking game. That's a tough one. Like I said, I'm going Seattle. I'm just trying to think of what score I want to do because those games are always super close. I'm going to go 26-23. Seattle gets it done. Wouldn't be surprised if it went to OT. At 23-23, Seattle gets a field goal to win it. I feel like it's going to be that close of a game. It's going to be a great game this Thursday. So I'm taking Seattle 26-23 over the Cards. Moving on to the Steelers, Jacksonville. There ain't much to talk about here. Jacksonville held in there with Green Bay a little bit at the beginning of the game to start, but their running back just isn't enough. As good as their running back is that they have, he's just not enough. I don't see him getting past the undefeated Steelers, and I see the Steelers staying undefeated again. And kind of an easy win, to be honest. I really don't see it being too tough for the Steelers to get it done here. So I see them getting it done. Probably an ugly game. I see it. I'm going to go 30-14. I see him winning 30-14. Maybe, take it back. I say 30-17. Pittsburgh wins, and they keep that undefeated season going here. Moving on to the Lions-Panthers. That's kind of like a low-key. You might not be watching it because both teams don't have great records, but that's going to be a good game. Because the Lions, they can play decent man. I don't know if I trust them against that Panthers wide receiving core, though. You got DJ, you got Robbie, you got Curtis. They can fly. I love what Carolina's doing with Curtis. Matt Rule came in, and man, he's been doing some wild shit there with Curtis. He'll just line him up under as a running back, and credit to Curtis. He runs like a running back, dude. He's looking for contact. He ain't one of those guys. He ain't big, but he's looking to truck people when he gets in there. It's wild to watch the way they'll use him. And then during the broadcast last week when they were playing Tampa, I think it was Troy No, it wasn't Troy. It was whoever was commentating was saying that the Tampa's Todd Bowles defensive coordinator, he said that the Carolina's tougher to prepare for without McCaffrey. Now, you might think that's a little bit wild, but I kind of see it because when the game plan's around CMC. When he's not in there, not saying he's not insanely good, but when he's not in there, you got to worry about Robbie getting his touches, DJ getting his touches, Curtis getting his touches. You might get him as a freaking end around. You might get him as a running back. Might throw him a wide receiver. Mike Davis has been running well. So, I can see where they've said that. I have a tough time picking against Carolina in this game now. I really do. I feel like it could get close. Like, this could be one of them games. It's maybe even a bit of a shootout. Because you know Stafford always comes back late in the game. You know it. I'm going to go a bit high on this one. I'm going to go 30-27. Carolina gets it done. And a bit of a hairy game. I'm going to say. Man, there's some tough picks this week. What's going on here? Next, you got Patriots-Texans. I mean, let's be honest. Texans haven't looked great. They lost to Cleveland 10-7. Thing is, I really don't trust the Texans defense at all. Thing is, I trust the Patriots defense more than the Texans. So that's really what it is. Both, offenses are, they both have, playmakers at quarterback, like you'd say Cam and Deshaun, but the Texans put up 7 last week, so I'm not really feeling good about that. And I'd love to go Texans, but after last week, them putting up 7, I can't. I gotta go Patriots. I think they get it done. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to say 20-14, Patriots get it done. A bit of a defensive battle. I say they get it done over Deshaun. Hold him down a little bit. I say that Patriots defense gets rolling, maybe gets a pick or two, or just a turnover or two to turn it around for the Patriots. It could be close the entire way, though. So 20-14, I'm saying the Patriots get it done. Moving on to the Titans-Ravens. These games are really actually crazy. You got some really big games this week. So Titans-Ravens. Titans have lost 2 straight, haven't they? Yeah, they lost 2 straight, damn. So Titans have been kind of reeling a bit. After they're starting off insanely hot, they were. So it's tough to pick against the Ravens. The Ravens just got beat by the Patriots. I think Lamar summed it up best. He just said that they're pissed off. Titans are going to be pissed off too. I got to go Ravens. I really got to go Ravens there. Now, I really could see this game going either way. To be honest with you, I could see it going Titans. I'm going to go Ravens. So it's at Baltimore. That's really my deciding factor there. Whenever a game's I feel like really close, I kind of just go with the home team. And, yeah, I feel like Ravens are going to get it done. I feel like, again, this one could be very close. I'm gonna actually go. I'll go 30-21. I'm gonna go Ravens get it done 30-21, and maybe like a run game. Derrick Henry's running. Ravens are running. It's just gonna get down and dirty. So Eagles, Browns. Moving on to that. I'd like to go with the Eagles, but after they lost to the freaking Giants, I can't. I just can't. They looked really bad. They looked bad. That division, whoever wins it, it really could have 5 wins. It could. Whoever wins the NFC East could have 5 wins. They could. Now, Eagles, Browns. I'm going with the Browns. They did put up 7 for a while against the freaking Texans until they got 10 up. I feel like that's going to be another close game. Cleveland's really just been hanging in these games. Like, even against the Texans, who, nobody would say they're a contender this year, even close. It was close. Now, I'd say the Browns' record is a little bit, like, you might look at it and be like, oh, they're good, but it's kind of weird. Like, I feel like they've won some games they should lose. I know you could say that about every team, but I just feel like the Browns, I don't trust them 100% yet. I'm still going with the Browns. I just don't trust them 100%. I'm going to give a kind of a weird score on this one. I'm going to go 17-14. Well, not too weird. I was going to go a little bit lower. I'll go 17-14. Browns get it done in a pretty close game. Moving on to the Falcons-Saints. Now, I'm a little worried about that game for the Saints. Saints should be I'm still going with the Saints no matter what. But Drew has, like, freaking fractured ribs. They said his lung was, dropped a little bit, I think. So I think they said I've had fractured ribs. It's incredibly painful. So for him to play through that last week, they said they gave him a freaking X-ray. It didn't see he had fractured ribs on one side until he got a CAT scan. Not sure how that happens. Not sure how that happens. Definitely don't. Because it's an incredibly painful injury. I'm just letting that know. It's incredibly painful. So I just got to give props to Drew for playing through that last week. I mean, my God. He played, and then I'm trying to figure out how they missed this. Because then he came back during the game just this week. He got hit, taken out. Then, he said he had troubles breathing, and they freaking gave him a CAT scan. Said his lung was dropped or something. And he definitely has fractured ribs on both sides. So that's, I'm no doctor. I'm definitely saying what I think it is, but, well, not what I think. I know he has fractured ribs, but it's really a question mark because I don't know what they're going to do. If Jameis is going to get the start, I'd like to see them just give it to Taysom Hill. I feel like they do Taysom Hill a bit dirty. Like, anytime there's an injury, Taysom doesn't get the full start, which really doesn't make sense to me. I feel like Sean Payton said he's like the successor to Drew. So I really haven't made sense of that. But I'm still going to go with the Saints. I feel like they're going to do a mixture of Jameis. I feel like they're going to start Jameis for whatever reason. Then they're going to have Taysom kind of doing what he does when he comes in on certain plays. I'm still going to give it to the Saints. I feel like it's going to be a lot closer than it should be. I mean, the Falcons can definitely fight, though. I'm going to go 28-24. Saints get it done there in a very close game. Bengals-Washington. That's another one that's kind of tough to pick. I'm going to go with Washington just off the fact that Alex Smith looked okay. I mean, he threw 55 times. I actually believe he threw 55 times. That's real, I believe. It's real. He was 38 of 55, dude. 390. He didn't have a touchdown or pick. They moved the ball, though. They did move the ball, and on the Bengals, that's worrying. I mean, I'd definitely say Detroit has a better defense than the Bengals. That's worrying, really bad. Detroit did put up 30 on them. I feel like Washington's defense is going to be the X factor in that matchup. I really do. So I feel like Washington's defense maybe, I feel like they make one more play, one or two more plays than the Bengals do, and maybe get a turnover for their offense, which kind of seals it. So I'm going to go with Washington over the Bengals. That's a really tough one to pick score-wise. And if you guys I'm picking these scores off the top of my head. Usually I do that. I kind of like to go with my gut feeling, because usually when I do that, for whatever reason, they're close. Watch this week, I just get obliterated on my scores. I'm going to go freaking hairy here. I'm going to go 21-20. Washington gets it done. Game-winning drive, Alex Smith. He gets it done. Moving on to the Jets-Chargers. Okay, Chargers are going to win this one. I don't see the Jets giving up that tank of a season they're going for, because they're definitely tanking. I don't see them putting a win on the resume and possibly destroying their #1 overall draft pick against the Chargers, especially because the Chargers, I feel like they could be up there trying to look for a higher spot in the picks, not tanking, but I feel like if the Jets won this and they maybe possibly won a couple more games, that could take them out of that. So, yeah, I'm going to go Chargers win it. I feel like Herbert just roasts the freaking Jets. I feel like Jets might hang in there a little bit, make it tough on Herbert a little bit, but sooner or later, I feel like Herbert's going to let loose and just obliterate them. So I'm going to actually go 31-17. The Chargers get it done. Herbert has a pretty good day. Moving on to the Broncos-Dolphins. I don't like the way Broncos have looked. Drew Lock's looked really bad. I mean, he's looked bad. There's no getting around it. Against the Raiders, he looked horrible. He made decisions that they shouldn't be made. I mean, they just shouldn't. They shouldn't. I'd say the Dolphins are up there with the Raiders for one of the most surprising teams. Now, even more, I'd say the Dolphins are just surprising the crap out of me every week. I felt like since they benched Fitzpatrick, that would have maybe hurt him a little bit, like maybe locker room morale, like, hey, we're winning here. Why would you bench your winning quarterback? But damn, I mean, Tua, it's not like he's been he's played good. He's not played great, to be honest. He's played decent. So, my God, they did beat the Cardinals, though. He beat Herbert as well. I mean, Herbert's not asked to do much right now. This team is really, their defense is going off. They're just getting it done, to be honest. They're just getting it done. It might not be pretty, but they are getting it done every week. Against the Broncos, I mean, there's really no question here. I say the Dolphins are going to move to 7-3. They win this, dude. 7-3. Right up there competing with Buffalo for that division. Yeah, I'm going Dolphins to win it pretty. Actually, with the way that's been going, I'm going to go 28-21. Dolphins win it here. But the score is probably going to look a little bit more closer than the game actually is. Moving on to the final four here. Cowboys versus the Vikings. That's a real question mark for me. That's a real question mark. Vikings did get it done against the Bears. I don't know why it should be a question mark for me, actually. The real question mark would be if Andy Dalton was playing, because I said he was practicing. I can't go. No. All right, Vikings are going to win that one. I don't know why I had to think about that. All right, you know what? Vikings are winning. Even if Andy Dalton plays, just Dallas isn't that good. They're just not without Dak right now. Team's a bit, but not bit. The team's a mess. So I'm going to say Vikings get it done in a pretty ugly match. I'm going to say Vikings have had trouble scoring themselves, to be fair. I'll go 24-17. Vikings get it done. Moving on to the Packers. Colts. This is another good game, dude. Really good game of weeks coming up. Really good game of weeks. Really good week of games coming up here. Packers, Colts. Traveling to the Colts. Man. And the Packers, they struggled a little bit in the first half against Jacksonville. I mean, they won 24-20. Way closer than I anticipated. Way closer. They're taking on the Colts, who've looked good. I can't go against Aaron. I can't. All right, I'm going Aaron Rodgers. That's a very tough game for me, though. Very tough. I'm going to go Packers win it 30-24. And it's tough. It's tough. That one's almost like a 50-50 game for me. But, yeah, I'm going to go 30-24. Packers win it there. Moving on to my squad. The Chiefs taking on the Raiders. I've been waiting, guys. You guys don't even know how long I've been waiting for this. Since they lost to the Raiders, I've been looking forward to this damn matchup all year. All right, just punched my microphone. I'm so excited. I just feel like, I know if any Raiders fans watch this, they're going to say I'm a freaking complete fan and all this. I just feel like their offense wasn't rolling that first game. Not to take anything away from the Raiders. They played a good game, all right? They beat the Chiefs. Good job. This game, I feel like it's going to be different, all right? Mahomes hadn't looked how he looked. They just hadn't been in sync yet like they were last week when Mahomes boy just threw 5 touchdowns and ripped Carolina apart. Another big factor is Chiefs have had their bye week. Andy Reid coming off bye weeks is a mastermind, dude. You give that guy 2 weeks to prepare. Homeboy as well to prepare. I just don't see how the Raiders can get it done. I really don't. I mean, I know they did beat him the first game. Like I said, though, offense wasn't rolling, was without Le'Veon Bell. Now it's rolling. Let's see what happens. Big concern, though. Big concern. Couple of the Chiefs O-linemen went on the COVID-19 list. Mitchell Schwartz, Eric Fisher, and another O-lineman did as well. If they ain't back by that game, there's going to be some problems, all right? Those are both starting tackles who are really good pass protectors for my homeboy. So Raiders don't have a most insane pass rush, but I'm missing 2 starting tackles. It's looking rough. But I'm still taking the Chiefs, even if they're without them, no matter what, Chiefs. But it's looking a lot closer without those tackles. I'm assuming they're going to play. McCole Hardman was on that list as well. I'm assuming he's going to play. Because we're still talking about another week away. Not another week. I'd say about 5 days away here. So, yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs win it division rival. I mean, I'm gonna say that actually, you know what? Chiefs have been, Honey Badger said they're not gonna forget that game. I'm gonna say Chiefs have been thinking about this game for a while. I'm gonna say Chiefs win this game. Let's see, what do I want to go here? I'm gonna go 34-21. Chiefs get that dub and just roast the Raiders. My homeboy, go 4 touchdowns. You go 4 touchdowns. I'm taking it. 4 touchdowns, no picks. All right, my homeboy gets that dub back. And then moving on to the last game, the Monday night game. Ooh, my gosh, dude. Rams, Bucks. And the Rams just took out Seattle. I have a hard time picking against the Bucks, though. I really do. You know what could be problems is Aaron Donald for the Bucks. I feel like whenever Tom struggles, it's when the pressure closes insanely quick for him. When you don't have to blitz to get pressure, which I would hope that the Rams wouldn't blitz to get pressure. I'd hope they just let Aaron Donald feast. Yeah, I really would. I really would, because I just feel like the way New Orleans handled the Bucs was they just got pressure. They just got pressure, didn't let Tom stand there in the pocket, use his feet, move up a little bit. Immediate pressure, got Tom off his spot, and he just wasn't comfortable. So the Rams are gonna have to do that right off the bat. Ooh, that's a tough game, dude. That's a tough one. I don't know. I'm really stuck on that game. Bro, that's so tough for me. I don't know. I'm going Rams. I had to. It was super tough. I was like, am I going against Tom? I'm going against Tom. I'm going with the Rams. I feel like Aaron Donald might destroy the game. I really do. I feel like he could really hurt Tom on the him feeling comfortable. I just feel like right off the bat, Aaron Donald's presence is going to be felt on that O-line, and he's going to be just a monster. So, he has to be if the Rams win. So, I'd say Aaron Donald probably gets like 2 sacks. Is a monster that game, just making plays left and right. If he's not making plays, he's going to be disrupting plays. So, I'm going to say the Rams get it done, and you've really seen when the Bucs lose, they don't put up many points, and sometimes they'll get blown out or they'll just be incredibly close. I feel like it's going to be kind of reminiscent of that Chicago game. I'm going to go Rams win at 2017 in a dirty, dicey game that comes down to the end. But I say the Rams get it done there in the end, 2017. So that's going to wrap it up for my picks. So yeah, let me know if you guys do want to see this more often. I do want to start doing this weekly. I'd like to keep it Tuesdays. I know it's a little bit early to make the picks, but I'd like to do it Tuesdays. I feel like that's a good day to get them done. So yeah, let me know what you guys do think of these games and give me some of your picks of these insane games. This is a pretty good week coming up for games. Really good week, actually. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this upcoming week and give me some of your thoughts on the games. And if you agree or disagree with any of my picks, make sure to leave your comments down below in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure you guys do hit that sub button. Really would be appreciated. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.